So hello everyone and welcome back to some more of World in Conflict, where we are going to be having a game, 1v1 game with me versus Jmann on the other hand. I don't remember exactly how many games we played overall of 1v1 games. I played a decent amount with Jmann for certainty, and I would say that in general, Jmann definitely won all the games in general, this being the one exception. But yeah, 1v1s aren't the game mode that I am the best at, but I can sometimes at least do well enough in there. And this is apparently Jmann's worst map, so I guess it makes sense that this is the one where I could be getting the win over Jmann. But yeah, overall, of course, most of the time, I think it's important to note that indeed Jmann would be the one to win, but at least I can sometimes, rarely, get everything done okay enough. Though I still forget to do my airdrop beams in time, which is very sad. Plenty of TA to use, but I don't do them in the time. But okay, my starting is of course with the infantry, AT inf, rec inf, and sniper, and then my medium shopper. It's a medium shopper sometimes, well, it's as a vision, it's anyways pretty nice. Can see that the armored transports are moving in with Jmann over there, and can find that, yeah, definitely playing as tanks. There's a heavy tank moving on in here. Sniper going and getting this top point first. Rec Inf managing to get the cap of the manor, and 80 inf is straight up just going here to the town direction. I'm not capping still this place, which may be silly, but that's how I'm deciding to play it. Not gonna try to cap it right now because there is this armored transport, but gladly this can deal, 80 inf can deal with it pretty decently well. Interestingly, the heavy tank went all the way in here, but it makes more sense to then deal with it with the 80 inf that I'm just spreading out a little bit, so if manages to drive, won't be having as easy time to just drive over all of the infantry, and the shopper is on the other hand just going and dealing with the light tanks in the meantime. Rekin moving back, yeah, a heavy tank is definitely trying to drive over, but not that efficiently. At least the sniper with this jeep has captured this place, and the manor is still mine, going and capping this first spot. And 80 inf is starting to move on. Medium shopper is still dealing with the light tanks. Their light tanks, or Jmann's light tanks, are attacking the manor, but get a clutch fort there for certainty, so that doesn't actually get the cap. That's very useful for me. And yeah, medium shopper is just coming and just slowly killing the light tanks. And yeah, this is at least nice to have gotten this armored 80 inf into here. Didn't manage to avoid that. I did activate the flares, like that could be hurt that flares were activated, but didn't get it in time, sadly, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. I took sniper into here. Sometimes I'm unsure exactly where are the best placements. That 18th definitely died to the drop. After all, I didn't even notice the look, but yeah, there was like two airdrop beams in these locations, right? Yeah, there's at least one from Jmann, and I still haven't even done my drops. Finally, realizing, oh yeah, I should maybe drop them. Then just placing them extremely defensively because I know that Jmann already has his in there, so it does make more sense to then drop them extremely defensively in some sense. And this Rec Infant list is doing a decent job here. Not the perfect. It's not like it's the best against tanks after all, but it's doing okay in there at least. I am taking another even Rec Infantry. It's a good question if I should be taking as many. Probably not, because I'm fighting against tanks, but it's not the worst. Then also very aggressively moving onwards in here. I am on the other hand. It's like Jmann is over here capturing my places. I have gone all the way into here to annoy and to capture some places, and then like, okay, this guy's just gonna escape, because yeah, it's not like it could defeat this guy, right? And this guy can. These are going and capping out in this place when Jmann left, going to the manor on the other hand. These two That definitely moved all the way. And yeah, that light tank isn't, again, also able to really do much, but at least a lot of uncapped area in the town too. This is just fortifying here the little jeep. And I'm ordering another medium shopper because it was working out for me pretty well if I just didn't let it die, basically. More airdrop infantry from Jmann, which definitely will make my life more difficult. At least I have finally gotten these areas under control, and he hasn't yet gotten this place. And the infantry is still going to be a little bit annoying there, but got completely destroyed by the direct artillery from the airdrop infantry. The light tank is just moving on to places, escaping from the certain death of the previous locations. And yeah, that's definitely extremely fortified locations. Need to do something with it. Though I have so much D8 that I could do pretty much almost anything or a lot of stuff with that amount of points. 18 here is moving on. That is fortifying. I got my defensive drops for sure in place, fortifying, and yeah, gotten at least rid of some of the annoying stuff in here. Could have gotten rid of more. I think probably custard bomb would have made sense. Doing airdrop beams into here, then to the windmill, so we can actually try to attack there. The Jmann is also bringing his own wreck infantry in the game now. Interestingly enough, 2 of them even. So that's interesting. It kind of makes sense considering I'm using a medium attack helicopter. Definitely should be more difficult life when I'm having this. Also immediately some... Well, I should have saved that for the airdrop infantry, because they're coming in definitely. And yeah, that guy got just destroyed in there, sadly, in the light artillery. And yeah, this guy is here. Not able to do too much though. At least that fortification is getting into pretty good place. But yeah. Then that airdrop infantry. Like, I want to get the cap, but I knew that it was difficult to get. I should have just tried to go and get it later. Because now it just died for no good reason there to the direct artillery when it didn't have to. It wouldn't have had to die. At least this place is very, very, very fortified now. So guess that's something. Have to be evacuating a little bit considering against all those infantries. Bringing another sniper, another wreck inf, which is kind of a lot. I have 3 wreck infs. So, and the Jmann brought his own medium chopper on the other hand. At least I'm dropping also a jeep to get some repairs for my medium chopper then, so that it could be more useful. And trying to just evacuate from this region, because I definitely lost my airdrop infantries in that area and location. At least the sniper in here is now nice to have again. Though airdrop infantry could be easily deal with it, and I think that Jmann can easily notice that, yeah, there's definitely a sniper around again. So, yep. There was a direct artillery. At least I got relocated out of that. So that's something. That airdrop infantry definitely died. That one is at least alive, and this one is alive. And Jmann is getting his tanks to move in the points a little bit. So that they wouldn't be as easy to destroy with the direct artilleries, etc. It makes sense well enough, even though I never do that, but it's definitely useful. But this guy is at least still alive. I get 1 strike into this light tank. Wreck infantry moving onwards. Nothing happening over here. Light tank did not get destroyed. And then Jmann's airborne infantry is coming and trying to deal with mine in here. I think I noticed that one at least early enough. This wreck inf is definitely dying. That one definitely ain't in a good position. And Jmann has his own troop transport there to repair. At least I got rid of... yeah, airdrop infantry. Got his, and I got rid of his medium chopper. So that's good. I have definitely still a little bit more vision. But overall, it's kind of, well, that's also fortified, so this could do something a little bit different. Like tank has gone to get some repairs too. At least can get rid of that thing. And yeah, then finally I'm going and, well, I'm doing a laser guided bomb to this thing. Just one little house with the airdrop infantry. I don't know. if that really was worth it, but I did it. And then 3 airdrop infantries. At least it's less easy to go and deal with all of those airdrop infantries when there's 3 of them coming into the town. Then doing a little bit of tank buster. Do I manage to... Yeah, I managed to flare before. I was like, yep, definitely going to be trouble, so just flared beforehand just to be on the safe side, and this shopper is safe for now. Airdrop beams from Jmann on the other hand. At least got one into there, and yeah, this is a little bit of a trouble. At least I have some support with this in the area actually, so it's not as bad as it could be, though definitely escaping, and well, at least the sniper survived. Heavy tank is moving on. I have the wreck in fear though, so it doesn't make it exactly that easy. Still keeping the lighthouse, or the windmill, that's what I tried to say. I don't know why I said lighthouse suddenly. Then trying to deal with the airdrop in fear, but definitely that's not gonna be hitting anything. But at least I have infantry now a little bit more here in the city. Can actually go and cap this location. Definitely using a tank buster to get rid of this wreck inf, and it's not like that's a good place to stay at this point, but it's a pretty good level wreck inf regardless. Doing more airdrop beams, 3 locations, 1 in the windmill, forest, and yeah, getting all the way here. That heavy tank definitely ain't all fixed up yet though, but yeah, pretty good domination bar progress at the moment now, and medium shopper is still, or medium attack helicopter is still alive in here, going in for a strike now against that guy. Yeah, definitely got destroyed there. Got a free attack in with the shopper, doing attacks in here, have plenty enough of a TA to do those things. That definitely would need to do something more, as in move. Did get the decap here though, Jmann did. Not too surprising, the sniper is definitely dead at this point. Yep, those are definitely destroyed. This light tank would need to be worried or careful with that though. Then just went to cap, put already to strike there, which is a little bit like too early, cause this definitely wasn't there yet, the heavy tank, but tried I guess, and then at least got rid of that little thing. In the meantime, I'm moving here to capture this side of town, so captures all over the place. Moving into windmill as well at the same time, getting that fortification last done, so then just would need to actually go and cap it with those airdrop beams. But we'll see when I have the time to do that. But hey, managed to flare out of that. And of course, Jmann also managed to flare out of that one. But this one is just going and chasing a jeep. And slowly maybe getting rid of that. But on the other hand, heavy tank is now kind of protected for the moment and time being. Yeah. Go, move, airdrop inf, move and capture it. Well, definitely this shopper is doing pretty well. Now it is capturing it, and I can actually go and destroy the jeep, and yeah, I definitely have an advantage here at the moment. Yeah, Jmann's sad about losing that, and yeah, changing out of that shopper, which is already almost dead and can't be even repaired anymore, so makes sense. Getting airdrop beams from Jmann into this place. Definitely don't notice it in time. And the light artillery killed my airdrop infantry. Or at least almost did. Not quite, but very close to. Not that it would have this strike anyway, so not that could do too much. Couple of new heavy tanks, but it's difficult to go and capture places with the heavy tanks when they are slow, plus I have so much fortifications and stuff. Well, all the airdrop beams survived. Mine survived and Jmann survived. And kind of giving that place for free for Jmann. Well, I did actually get 1 airdrop beam. Not before it managed to capture the place. But I did get it with their Dirac artillery. So, hey, that's nice. That poor infantry is almost dead. I could definitely go and cap this place easily. Finally moving to do so. Killing that a little bit with the medium shopper. Tank busters. Maybe that now it manages to kill that, but not really. And yeah, Jmann is definitely still fighting, but just in a difficult position, certainly enough. I have a little bit of air beams and so on and forth, a little bit everywhere. More of armored transports and then heavy tanks. This guy is going and trying to get the capture in there, or the cap. And yeah, that's could possibly get this maybe with a good luck, but we'll see. Not quite, but some decent damage at least. This isn't of course going to be really able to stop this completely alone as it is, but some decent damages, and then got here. Still the situation under control. These guys should be moving, doing stuff, capturing places, if I just would notice to do that. But there is a lot to do. Getting this again captured, another heavy tank coming in. I have 51 TA that I'm not using in any way at the moment. But sometimes it's difficult to know what to even do with the TA when you have a lot of it. There's airdrop infantry, finally getting this to move forward. Yeah, heavy tank gone, and just decap this location for the moment. Getting some repairs to my shopper. Yep, getting the capture here. Not that this can survive too long against two of these, but for a bit. And yeah, just direct artillery on that to kill it. That's not gonna do very well, but it's alone there, so it's not like a heavy tank alone can capture it either. Medium shopper doing what medium shoppers do. That probably won't be hitting, because yeah, stopped moving before, which makes very much sense. This guy is definitely going to die soon. I think that there was soonishly movements here for Jmann. It's not like I've done anything yet. There is after all at least a little bit of strikes here, so definitely movements to the fire base with Jmann's infantry, but yeah, just it's kind of a, like, even though the advantage goes sometimes to the Jmann's side, but it's a difficult situation at this point for Jmann to win this. Direct artillery is getting the mansion back. There's airdroppings from Jmann, certainly. I'm just dropping into town some more stuff. And yeah, that's definitely airdropping in there too from Jmann, and that's definitely not doing well. Then in here, movements. Getting a direct artillery at least to one of them. But even just having one airdrop with the heavy tank would be enough to capture it, of course. But I think it did die though, so. And now getting another medium attack helicopter, but not sure if it's really early enough. But yeah, then these airdrop beams are moving in. Yep, more attacks in the fire base. That one. And yeah, just zigging away to that heavy tank. And yeah, just bringing in some more AT infantry into here. Considering, like, what else am I supposed to do with that place? It's not like this guy's doing anything in here. I haven't even reinforced him for ages. He's just hanging out here, but I guess he's at least working as a vision. Then finally, I'm actually dropping some airdrop light tanks. I could have done that way earlier. Fire base is taken by Jmann at this point. Just kind of too late for it to matter that much, but still. And then yeah, just this is the place that I don't have in any way under control, and then of course the fire base. And of course the windmill isn't really under my control, but it's just not in that bad of a situation, considering there's no enemy forces there. This has been also just sitting here for a long time for Jmann. At the moment, heavy tank gone into there. Yep. Then just going in here, this at least gets the little bit of a more attack going in, using the flare already. Not that it was even needed, but sometimes it's better to do it earlier. I'm actually trying to go to the fire base. Not that that's going to do that much, but yeah. That place definitely under control. Now just doing drops into here too then, because why not? It's not like there's much time anyway. Poor thing. With the infantry dying completely. Oh well. And then some troop transports when it can't drop something else, I guess. And yeah, going in and trying to capture this place. Sadly, that guy, heavy tank, moved, so it's not like it could die to that in any way. Which is unfortunate, but what can she do? Then some, yeah. Got that infantry. This guy came to decap this. That's no activity over there. He did come and cap these because I'm just... This didn't really do anything anymore in here. Just was hanging back here. But that is basically the timer, so yeah. A pretty good game overall, I'd say. Like, we had a pretty even scores, even if I did score more in most. Jmann got more in the tactical aid specifically. But a good game and one rare game that I won. Very much indeed, so usually I don't. And I think that again Jmann did have the advantage with just dropping the airdrops in time. Even if this is the worst map for him, I had just simply the advantage, at least, that when I realized that my airdrops are already in too late, at least I did them defensively so that they won't immediately just uselessly go and die, maybe. Maybe that's a good idea. But nonetheless, we'll see how many more 1v1s I will be uploading. There won't be probably too many because it's not like 1v1s are, generally speaking, my most interesting or important replays, just in a sense, because I do think that the team play aspect is still, generally speaking, more fun. But hope you enjoyed this little gameplay nonetheless of my 1v1, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.